All right, so we've all gotten used to chatbots, right? You ask a question, it spits out an answer. But what's the next big leap? Well, today, we're diving into AI agents. This is the tech that's set to take artificial intelligence from being a passive tool to a truly active partner.
So let's just start with this question. What if AI could actually do things for you? I'm not just talking about finding information. I mean, take action, manage entire projects, and achieve goals out in the real world. Now that is the promise of AI agents.
Okay, so what exactly is an AI agent? Well, here's a simple way to think about it. It's a system that perceives its environment, digital or physical, and then takes action to achieve a specific goal. This is what makes it so much more than a language model. It's an active problem solver. It can plan, it can use tools, and it can truly interact with the world around it.
But how does an agent actually get stuff done? It's not just a single calculation, a one-and-done thing. Instead, it runs on a continuous 5-step loop. You can think of this loop as a powerful engine that's always running, driving it from a mission to a result, and crucially, helping it learn along the way. Let's break that loop down. First, it gets a mission. Let's say, organize my schedule for next week. Then it scans the scene. It's pulling data from your emails, your calendars. Third, it thinks it through, creating a solid plan. Fourth, it takes action, sending the invites, booking the time slots. And finally, maybe the most important part, it learns and gets better. So if a meeting gets rescheduled, it adapts and improves its performance for next time.
And this powerful loop isn't just some theoretical concept on a whiteboard. It is the engine behind a technology that is absolutely exploding right now. And you better believe the financial markets are taking notice.
In 2024 alone, the market for AI agents is already valued at $5.2 billion. That is a huge industry that feels like it has just sprung up overnight. But it's where it's going that's really staggering. By 2034, that number is expected to just skyrocket to nearly $200 billion. Every sign is pointing to agents playing a massive role in our future economy. But here's a crucial point. Not all agents are created equal, not even close. Their capabilities actually exist on a spectrum, which we can break down into 4 distinct levels of complexity and power. A really great way to think about this is like a pyramid. Each level of capability builds right on top of the foundation of the one before it, adding new skills and getting us closer and closer to true autonomous action. At the very bottom, at the base, you've got level 0. This is the core reasoning engine, basically a standard large language model. It knows a lot, but it can't interact with the world. Then at level 1, things start to get interesting. This is the connected problem solver. It can now use external tools, like searching the web or calling an API to get a live stock price. It's no longer limited to just its pre-trained knowledge.
But the jump to level 2, that is where things get truly strategic. This is where an agent moves beyond just using tools one at a time and actually starts thinking ahead, all thanks to one critical skill.
And that skill is called context engineering. Now, it's the art of giving the AI not just more information, but the right information. See, instead of flooding the AI with a bunch of raw data, the agent strategically selects and packages only what's absolutely critical. And that is the key to unlocking much higher accuracy and efficiency.
Now, at the top of our current pyramid, we have level 3. And this is a huge paradigm shift. Instead of trying to build one single super agent that does everything, the focus is on creating teams of specialized agents that work together, just like departments in a company. You could have a project manager agent delegating tasks to market research and design agents to launch a new product.
So, that's where we are today. But where is all of this headed? Well, researchers have 5 major hypotheses for what the next wave of innovation is going to bring, moving us from impressive tools to truly integrated partners. You can think of this as a kind of roadmap for the future. It outlines the potential evolution of agentic AI, and each of these levels represents a monumental leap in capability and how they'll integrate into our lives.
The first hypothesis is the rise of what's called the generalist agent. This is a single, highly reliable agent that can handle complex, long-term, and even kind of ambiguous goals, all without constant handholding.
Imagine giving an agent a prompt like this one. The generalist agent wouldn't just give you a few ideas. It would manage the entire project for weeks, handling the budget, negotiating with vendors, creating an itinerary, all while just giving you regular updates.
The next 2 ideas bring agents even closer into our daily lives. First, there's deep personalization, where agents learn our patterns so well they can proactively anticipate our needs.
Then, things get physical with Hypothesis 3, embodiment. This is where agents break out of the digital world entirely. Through robotics, they could interact with our physical space. I mean, imagine an agent that could actually fix that leaky faucet for you.
Now, this next idea is truly radical. Hypothesis 4 suggests a future with an agent-driven economy, where these highly autonomous agents become active participants in the market, tasked with maximizing outcomes like profit.
I mean, think about this. An entrepreneur could launch an agent to run an entire online store. It would analyze trends, manage the whole supply chain, and dynamically adjust prices, creating a new, hyper-efficient economy operating at a scale that's just impossible for humans. And finally, we have the ultimate vision. The fifth hypothesis is a system where you don't even program the steps, you just declare the final goal. The system itself then builds, manages, and even rebuilds its own team of agents to achieve that outcome in the most effective way.
So to recap our journey here, AI agents are a major evolution from simple chatbots. They're moving from being single problem solvers to strategic, collaborative teams. And the future really points toward a world where we work alongside personalized, autonomous, and even physical AI partners.
Which leaves us with one final, provocative thought. This technology is developing at an incredible pace, and it's going to change everything. So the real question isn't if these agents will arrive, but when they do. What will be the first thing you ask them to do?